Hello students, welcome to another session on the lecture classes, and this time it's going to be only a discussion about 1 mark and 2 mark, the 5 mark, the 10 mark. And as you all know that the portion for this year because of COVID-19 is completely changed. You have only 5 topics, that is vital statistics, index numbers, time series analysis, interpolation and extrapolation, and then the last one you have theoretical distribution, statistical inference, then statistical quality control, and then operation research. These are the 3 huge chapters which have been completely deducted from the portion. And as you all know, everything this is presented by Shantala Kulkarni, Department of Statistics, Goktebu College of Commerce and Science, Belgavi. So today in this class we are going to discuss about the question paper pattern. You all very well know that you have 1 mark, 2 mark, 5 marks and 10 marks, and there are going to be 5 sections. Section A, section B, C, D and E. The only thing is the portion is reduced completely, but the question paper pattern is going to be the same itself. So here are the few 1 mark questions with questions as well as answers. So your task is to go through them, aram se, see what it is and all that. Different types of questions on vital statistics, topic wise it is. Okay. So this is the first page. You can pause and go through aram se. Then you have index numbers. Index number, what is an index number? Then second, why index numbers are known as economic barometers. Then define price relative. Then fourth question, what is the value of index number for the base year? The answer is given, it's 100. Then name the 2 methods of computing consumer price index number, that is also called as cost of living index number. Everything is given, you just have to go through, that's it. Pause the video and go through it. This is for the index number. Few more questions on index number. What are the utility? Question number 23 I'm reading. What are the utility or uses or merits of consumer price index number or cost of living index number? It's all given. It can be a 1 mark or 2 mark question. This is how it is. Then comes next time series. Time series is a 1 and 2 mark question. Define time series, give an example. Then what is an histogram? Mention the components of a time series. Define secular trend, give an example. Then mention, fifth one, give one cause for secular trend. What is the cause? Technological advancement, growth of population, change in the tastes. Then sixth question, define seasonal variation, give an example. I hope you all can see it clearly. Mention a cause of seasonal variation. Then which variation is predictable? Seasonal variation. The question is there and answer is just given below. Then just randomly I'm reading. Define cyclical variation, give an example. Cyclical variation is an oscillatory variation which occurs in 4 stages, namely prosperity, decline, recession, depression, improvement and recovery. So these are the questions on time series analysis. Then you have interpolation, extrapolation. Then few questions. What is meant by interpolation? Interpolation is a technique of estimation of y for any value of x which is within the range of the given series. This is interpolation. Extrapolation is outside the series. Sorry, here is a misprint. It should be extrapolation. Just take care of this. It should be extrapolation here. Just write it as extrapolation. See, such errors are bound to happen, so please overlook. Then mention different methods of interpolation. 2 methods are there: binomial expansion method, then Newton's advanced difference method. Then write down the fourth question. Write down the 2 assumptions of interpolation and extrapolation. You have to write down. Let me read one assumption. There are no sudden jumps in the values of dependent variable from one period to another. Then the second one, there is a sort of uniformity in the rise or fall of the values of the dependent variable. And third, there will be no consecutive missing values in the series. See, if it's a 1 mark question, you have to just mention 1 point. And if it's a 2 mark question, you have to just mention 2 points. No need, if 1 mark is asked, no need to mention 2 points. It's actually waste of time. You have to be smart in answering the questions and managing the time. If 1 question is asked, you answer only 1 point. If 5 points are asked, answer only 5 points. We don't need any, and especially when there is a definition part is there, just define, mention, only mention. We do not want any of your extra knowledge. What is asked, you only have to write that. So these are the questions on interpolation and extrapolation. Now this is statistical quality control, don't take it. Theoretical distribution. Yeah, for theoretical distribution you have Bernoulli distribution. These are the questions. Define Bernoulli distribution, how it is defined. Then give an example for Bernoulli variate. All these things. Everything is there from the textbook itself. Okay. Then what are the properties? How mean is written. Then how variance is written for the Bernoulli. Then standard deviation. Everything you have to remember. So these are the definitions of Bernoulli. Then comes binomial, the definition of binomial, then the examples for binomial variate. Then you have to write the parameters, the same thing, everything, the features, everything is being written in this form only. It's an extension here. And under what conditions binomial tends to Poisson distribution, and under what condition binomial distribution tends to normal distribution. You have to see those conditions. Children, you have to make an effort. You have to go through. Just by sitting and saying you don't understand, unless and until if you don't see the videos clearly, how are you going to understand? You're not going to understand. You have to go through it at least once, my dear. Then comes Poisson distribution. Define Poisson distribution. The definition is there. Then write down the probability mass function. Then examples of Poisson variate. Then the features of Poisson distribution. Then you have the hypergeometric distribution. Same thing, same process. Definition, properties, examples. This is how it will be, simple it is. And this is everything is from the textbook itself. Everything is from the textbook itself. Then students T distribution also, I hope it's going on. It's being taught to you all. So these are the features of students T distribution. Then you have the chi-square distribution. Yes. Then you have the standard normal distribution, which we have done. These are the features. 1 mark questions they may ask you all. Then normal distribution, define normal distribution. If x is a continuous random variable probability density function, you have to write it. Then the examples of normal distribution. Then the features are really important. How standard deviation is presented, how quartile deviation is given. Standard deviation is represented by sigma, quartile deviation is 2/3 sigma, mean deviation is given by 4/5 sigma, that is approximate value. Then how q1 is given, mu minus 0.6745 sigma, and q3 is mu plus 0.6745 sigma. All these things, it's nothing but the properties itself. Yes. So these are the 1 mark and 2 mark questions. You all please go through it slowly. Hold the video, pause, and do it. And most probably in the next class I'll be dealing with the 5 marks and 10 mark questions most probably. If you all have any doubts, please ask and clarify and start your preparation. For today it's enough. It's done. Thank you so much.